We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you. Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go. And he's able to turn it into a short gain.
70.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys at 3-10 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Go! Viking 18! Go!
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. The 20! Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Cowboys 10, Eagles 0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley to about the 40-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go to Barkley again. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. You look at this Cowboy defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll work from the 36 on second and 6.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, 73.
Hurts. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. John Mechie, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tiger, 19.
They go with blue between the tackles. And shutting him off, now open field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the arc, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Donovan Ezeraku has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This will be complete to Mechie. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Powerful. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
19, 5 in. Ready. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's third and a few inches. Back to throw here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Eagles 21, Cowboys 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on.
On first down, it's Blue. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They go again with Blue. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 2.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Warriors 70. Let go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
19 Tiger. 18 Rattler.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Greg! 7 Pirates! Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Go Silver.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. That is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Hey, Silver. 180, 180.
Now back to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get three before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is all about testing a defense at different levels. Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run matching dig routes at varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Taken in at the 22. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third and 5.
Ready. Like it. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back. Barkley, pops free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Great.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll run it again with Barker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Hurts to throw. The throw left side taken in by Kmet. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And it's 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
I
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
60, Panther 60.
Second and 6. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
For a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Come on, come on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramos. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
Ready. Liking.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. That is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready. Check. Panther. Street. Ready.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Mustang 19. 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's a gain of 3.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Here's first down.
Don't touch that. I know you. Don't touch.
They begin with a run by Barkley. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
180, 180.
Throwing is Hurts. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Tag! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Warriors 70!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Panther 60! Panther 60!
Back to throw here. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it will quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a first throw here in overtime. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will... The same. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete right side to Komet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And he comes back with one complete.
Complete to number 16. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Up the middle with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown will win it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away. Down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
70, let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On play action, they'll throw. So left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
4 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Tag! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to win this football game here in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is all...